Well, it is April 11th, and we should be talking about mock drafts and, just getting ready for the NFL draft in general. And I apologize that I have really spoken about the draft zero times on this channel. But the thing is, and you know what, I have not even turned this light on. I'm sorry. The thing is that I have been so obsessed with the sale of the Washington Commanders that I've not really had a lot of time to look into mock drafts. I apologize, but guess what? I got another video today on the sale of the Washington Commanders. It seems like Dan Snyder now is just coming out and begging Jeff Bezos, please buy this team. You're seeing it with the release of, well, not necessarily information, but just, he's sending the message through the media, right? The media has certain people that he picks to push out certain breaking news or scoops and things like that. And the same message keeps getting repeated over and over again. Hey, yes, the Harris Group, they have submitted their bids, everything's in. But hey, Bezos, I'm open. I am open. Whatever that we have had discussions on in the past about your Washington Post, all that's water under the bridge, man. I don't. Your money is good with me. Please bid on the Washington Commanders. And this has been released multiple times on Twitter, through the media, through all other multiple media sources. And we have heard exactly nothing from Jeff Bezos. Now, it doesn't mean that Jeff Bezos is not going to come in and swoop in at the last minute. But Dan Snyder keeps moving the goalpost back. Now we're saying, okay, there's going to be a target date of May 22nd, which I think is like right before the next owners meeting. Before all this, the target date was the owners meeting in March. That was when it was expected that we should hear final bids and we should know who the next owner is. And then things kind of got delayed. Snyder was like, hey, the bids are looking good. It looks like that we're going to be able to have a new owner pretty soon. And Dan and Tanya Snyder, they just want this to be over as well. And we're hearing, not one but two different groups meeting the $6 billion asking price. And Dan Snyder's sitting back and going, well, I want more. And of course he wants more. He wants it to go to $7 billion. And he knows that Jeff Bezos has the money. And so he's nudging Jeff Bezos to come out and buy the team, because we all know that Jeff Bezos has been wanting to own an NFL team forever. But it's not for certain that Bezos wants to own the Washington Commanders. There had been talks with him linked to the Seattle franchise. And I know there are comments, I made that comment before, and there were comments in the comments section that said, Seattle's not even up for sale. Well, Seattle could be up for sale in 2024. And so it's possible that Jeff Bezos decides to possibly wait until then and bid for the Seattle Seahawks. So there's a possibility that he's going to wait until then to own an NFL franchise. And he'll be able to go, just swoop in and buy that team at a moment's notice if that team does go on sale. So, going back to the Washington Commanders sale, the asking price has been met, and right now it is the largest asking price in the history of the NFL. And Dan Snyder wants more. He keeps moving the goalpost back. It's like it was first and goal, is what J.P. Finley said about a month ago, and now it's like 19th and goal. I mean, take the money, Dan. Take the money. But he wants more. He had already had to pay out all of these deposit fees back. The Commanders were found guilty, even though they remain their innocence through all this, but they had to pay back all these deposit fees that added up to be over $400 million. And so Dan Snyder wants to earn all that money back. So he's hoping for an extra $1 billion on this sale, or at least a $500 million on the sale, to make up for all of that deposit money that he lost. And that's the whole thing with all this. So I don't know, folks. You know, we've read it where you've seen the headlines that the sale is treading water. Look, the sale's going to happen. But right now, Dan Snyder is stretching this out for really no reason whatsoever. At some point, Snyder, take the $6 billion and run. Run to your yacht. I think that all of us are done with you. We're done with all of this. I want to be talking draft. I don't want to be talking about this. But it seems like this seems to dominate everything else rather than what we should be talking about at this time of the year. Folks, let me know what you think in the comments section. Will we know by May if the Washington Commanders will be sold to the Harris Group? It seems like that's the main group that's going to get sold to at this point. I don't know. Let me know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It helps the algorithm out quite a bit. Helps me out quite a bit. Share it with others. That said, I will see you in the next one.
Hey, you stayed until the very end. Thank you so much. Watch another one right now.